Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I thought I would do sort of a checklist of my daily routine because it's something that everybody does differently, but it's actually impactful considering how you do certain things first, or you do certain things last, and what you leave to the end and what you prioritize. And I think for some people it's helpful to know, how I do things, and then they can compare it to how they do things, and perhaps if they don't have a lot of time one day, if they're running late or they forget to play or whatever, they can, just do certain things and possibly readjust their priority list. Now, because I have both the shield support and I have the boost point sub, the first thing I actually do when I log in and I play is that I use my daily boost points. I activate my daily boost points so that I can do things, because the order in which I do things is actually to start with daily missions. But actually, the other thing that I do is I check my gift tab to see if anything is expiring, because sometimes I just forget if things are expiring, and you know what? I don't want things to expire if they have like a couple hours left. Then from there, I do my daily missions first. Now, you can either run these or you can clear ticket these. I've been clear ticketing them lately because they guarantee the maximum amount of gold, and because of my high VIP level, I'm not actually losing out on the XP. But even if I wasn't a high VIP, I'd probably do these first anyways. And even if I didn't have the boost point stub, I would be doing these first because the gold is very, very important to me. And that's why I prioritize these first. But because now I have the boost point sub, from here I'm gonna do basically all of the other high gold giving missions from the epic quest. If I didn't have the boost point sub, I would probably skip over the epic quest stuff and go right into co-op. So I just want to make that small little distinction. But otherwise, I would now go in. Well, I'm now going to go into the epic quest, and I'm going to run these missions. Just keep in mind that I'm not going to show all of this, but I'm not going to clear ticket these because I need the dimension shifter bios. But I will be clear ticketing these over here. And then, of course, same goes for these ones here, because, again, I need the victorious bios. So let's just flash through this real quick, and I'll be back in a second. And there you go. I've done the 2 missions, and, man, looking at the rewards, I'm glad that I, play these every day. You get 100,000 gold and a bunch of goodies. So now that I've done all of those missions in the epic quest for Mr. Fantastic, I move over and I just do the top mission for each of the Deadpool quests, which would be this one here, and also the Wolverine quest, which would be this one here. After completing these missions, I move over to the final epic quest to finish these missions over here. And again, I don't clear ticket these because I'm needing, well, I don't need, but I want to continue to collect these Clea bios. I want to stack up as many as I can because she's basically a bio subscription character otherwise. And there you have it, 3 more Clea bios and 80,000 gold. Now, the rest of the missions from here on out, I can basically clear ticket if I need to. It is pretty illogical. Well, it's fine to clear these missions here. It is pretty illogical to clear ticket the special missions because of the fact that you get rare bios for Vulture in case of the Spider-Man one, which is the one that I'm doing lately. But in the case of special missions, for me personally, sometimes I just don't have enough time to do 20 of these. Clearing 2 missions or 3 missions from the epic quest doesn't take very long. And I know this video's only been a few minutes, but in real time, we're already up to 18 minutes of actual playtime, almost 20 minutes. So from here, I actually leave these because my boost points now are under 100, so it really doesn't matter when I complete these special missions. So now from here, I'll prioritize other things that are more important, like co-op, or in this case, actually Villain Siege and World Boss. I hammer through Villain Siege because it's actually just takes me like 2 seconds, 3 seconds. But then from there, I will go to things like World Boss, then do things like Alliance Battle Extreme. Then I usually leave, to be honest, Timeline Battle for the end of my sort of daily rotation, just because I can decide whether I want to autoplay or manual play depending on how much time I have left and how difficult the week is. I can also see where I am in terms of my win-loss ratio, and if I want to make it into the top 10%, if I want to make it into the top 1%, how hard am I going to have to push, and I can sort of make these assessments. Generally speaking, for timelines specifically, you do want to play as close to the daily reset as you can, at least in the first couple of days, because you will find it'll be easier to find higher opponents which will give you more points in return. If you play really early in the day, sort of, I guess, right before or right after the first initial reset, most players will have a low point total, which will not give you many points in return, which means that you'll then have to play more or wait later in further days in order to recoup those points. But because I basically haven't played at all, I think I'm 4-0. I actually skipped 6 battles yesterday. I don't have to worry about that at all, but we'll get to the timeline battle stuff later. So now I would just go ahead and do World Boss. Because of my book situation, as far as having tier 3 Cyclops recently, I'm going to be hammering out stages of Cull Obsidian, looking for my last 2 books. I actually got pretty lucky. And because of the time constraints, again, if I don't have a lot of time, or if I'm brushing my teeth or something like that, I'm actually going to dial it down and play on a stage 30 for these 5 clears. So Cyclops absolutely blitzed through that. Battle, and that's what I was trying to say, but then my game crashed, which is pretty weird. So I actually couldn't finish telling you guys what I thought of Cyclops, and I actually couldn't even see my rewards. So I'm not sure if I got a booty box, I'm not sure if I got CCF, I'm not sure if I got a book, a Titan record. I also missed my tier 3 skill just now, so I'm pretty sad about that. Yeah, so not too good, but this should be nice here with the accumulation. Oh great, we were early on the timing of the proc, so we actually lost the 4th, trying to hit it on the 4th. So we're just gonna have to finish him off here. Sharon also makes super short work of this. I actually probably would have killed him if I had hit him with a tier 3 skill. This is usually like a 30-second clear, which is nice, and I can also do it usually one-handed while I'm brushing my teeth. No book. Next up is Jean Grey, and she also makes pretty short work of this boss. Most of these clears, you're just doing this for speed at this point. But of course, I wouldn't recommend doing this in terms of doing like a lower stage, like a stage 20 or a stage 30, unless you're running out of time. If you have the time and you want the challenge, of course, I would always recommend doing the highest possible World Boss Ultimate stage that you can do, whether it's 30 or 40 or 50 or 60. Because of the raid XP. Once you get to raid XP, or raid level I should say, 499, it becomes a different story, and you can obviously ignore that suggestion because it's no longer relevant. You can't kill her, but until that point, I would say, yeah, maybe do the highest stage you can. And there are still some certain benefits that I'm trying to figure out of doing a higher stage in terms of possibly getting more Odin's blessings and stuff like that. But we'll talk about that later. Did we get anything good? We got 22 CCF. Nice. Doctor Strange as well makes super short work of this fight, so it's really just a matter of pressing some buttons and having some things happen. I got snared there, which is probably gonna ruin my clear time here, but I think only 1 tier 3 skill is probably going to be needed to exercise this demon Cull Obsidian from oh, you know what, looks like we're gonna need more than 1 here. Yeah, I lied. I don't know how long this takes. Stage 30, I've been doing stage 59 recently with Doctor Strange. I guess if you get lucky with the all defense down, it goes faster, but there we go, 35 seconds, no biggie. I'm just doing it quickly because, on some days, honestly, I do need the clear speed. Last up, we got my boy Tony Jabroni, and yeah, Tony, I gotta keep playing as him. I need practice with the old tin can, because it seems like the more I play him, the more I'm really impressed with what he can do. And so that's why we're doing him. I could have done Captain Marvel as well. I could have done Gambit. There's a few other high-level options for this particular fight here, but we're actually going to crack his shield because we're just trying to get through this as fast as possible. Right now, my total playtime, for those of you wondering, of course not related necessarily to the length of the video, but my total playtime is just under 30 minutes. We're at 29 minutes on the dot right now, so this should probably tell you, you're going to need at least half an hour daily to get through, like, I would say the most vital tasks. You could skip Villain Siege and save like a minute, I would say, and I guess I added a little bit more time to my overall clear speed by having my game crash between the first and second clear. But yeah, I would say if you don't have at least 30 minutes per day, you're definitely going to be losing out on some major rewards, and I haven't even done co-op yet. Now, having done World Boss, I would now venture over and do and rack out all of these co-op clears, so let's just fast forward through those. From here, I would do Alliance Battle and Alliance Battle Extreme after finishing co-op. And I actually wanted to mention that with how quick Alliance Battle is in particular, if you're running low on time because the rewards are so good, you may want to prioritize Alliance Battle since it's only about a minute 30 to 2 minutes invested for the rewards involved. And the rewards for Alliance Battle Extreme are also good, especially if you're only aiming for 100,000 points. It's an easy, just quick little fight. And you will, especially on easy days, and you'll get really good rewards for the time actually spent. From here, with all of these missions done, you can see what's left on my content status board. I can go in and pretty much do Legendary Battle quickly. I can clear ticket the Veiled Secret, sorry. I have to autoplay or sort of run through the stupid X-Men because I need the Colossus Shifter BIOS. But then I can go back and I can clear ticket the Big Twin, I can clear ticket or run special missions depending on how badly I want those Vulture bios. And then I just have Timeline Battle left, and then any stages I want to put towards Shadowland. Overall, this has taken me in actual real playtime about 45 to 50 minutes, so you can sort of ballpark how long it takes if you play harder World Boss Ultimate stages, or you want to try ABX more times, you want to repeat your attempts, or you want to do things in a different order, and or you want to do less clear ticketing and more manual play, or for example in co-op you don't get as many 35% first place scores for having top DPS, so you have to end up going through with more than 15 characters to get those 5 clears done. So that is the rough sort of daily content status board tackle mission thing that I do, just stringing words together here. If there's really anything else that I need to do, I usually prioritize that at the beginning or at the end of my day. So I either, when I open up, if I see that something like World Event is on and it's a good World Event, I'll jump into it. Something like Battle World, I'll jump into it. Otherwise, if it's not there, I'll leave it to the end of my day, or I'll leave it to when I have extra time in the day. So hopefully this has been helpful, fun, and insightful for some of you. Let me know what you guys want to see next on the channel. Subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support me. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you later today. Take care.